up? What up? What up? What it do? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How's everybody's evening going? Top of the evening. Just waiting on a few more people to come in. Hey, Bran, how are you? Hey, lovely. How are you? Hey, D Love, how are you? Just waiting on a few more people to come in. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Got some things that I want to talk about tonight. Oh, I'm doing good, Bran. I can't complain. Uh-huh. All right, lovely. Have a good evening at work. Oh, I'm doing good, Kathy. Can't complain. Can't complain. So today I'm kind of making this like a live table talk. And tonight's live, we basically speaking on young Dolph's murder and basically establishing a timeline leading up to his death. Hey, Gabrielle, how are you? So I've been doing a little research and I've been going back and forth looking at things that look like they don't fit and things that just seems out of place. I've been looking at a lot of videos and I'm doing good. How about yourself? I'm just, looking at establishing a timeline. And, I've kind of come up with my own little timeline. We all know that every time, Dolph came in to Memphis, he always stopped at the cookie shop. That was his favorite place to go because, he loved the cookies there. But it's just something about this particular day that just don't sit right me, that just don't make sense. But before we get to this day on the 17th, we're going to go 2 days back to the video that Raven posted on social media of him coming to grab some chocolate chip cookies. And she was doing all a little talking, but notice she said, be careful. Why would she tell him to be careful? What reason did he have to be careful for at that particular time? So it's like I'm starting to think, was this the start of the setup 2 days prior? Well, 2 days before? Was Raven the first person to actually drop this man's location? And then, 2 days later, he comes, back to the cookie shop. He comes and he orders 4 cookies. He orders 2 strawberry cookies and he orders 2 lemon cookies. Now, we all know this man liked his cookies baked fresh every time, you know, he came into this shop. So, she told him, oh, it's only going to take a few minutes. We're going to break them fresh. Why don't you come in? He told him, no, I'll be back. So we know from there, he went across the street or cattle corner, kitty corner, however you want to say it, to the mobile gas station. The Marathon. I said mobile, my bad. I meant Marathon. He went to the Marathon gas station. He filled up his car. But what I did notice, and I don't know if anybody really paid attention to this, to the young lady that was filming him from the other car. Y'all notice this lady never said anything to him. Hey, Gabrielle, how are you? You notice this person never spoke to him, acknowledged or even acknowledged that they were in his presence. He didn't even, I don't even think he realized that they were filming him. But I'm starting to believe in the midst of this filming of her, recording him, because I'm trying to figure out, hey, Rebecca, how are you? I'm doing good. I can't complain. How are you? But, I noticed, he had his phone in his hand. Was he on the phone at that time during this woman filming him? Because I noticed, we was able to establish that there was someone in the car. Sorry about that, y'all. Hold on. My cat is deciding to want to chew on my feet. Lona, it's not playtime right now. But, I noticed he had his phone in his hand. But notice as he was entering that car, you seen something move in the front seat, on the passenger seat, mind you. But this woman, whom later on was later identified as, her name is Dee Dee, I'm going to assume. She was recording him while pumping the gas and, his every little move. So I'm starting to wonder, was she recording him just because she saw him? Was she a witness, or was she a paid witness? Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Ooh. And basically, is she the second person to drop his location that day? Was he already on the phone, or did he just answer the phone call during her recording? Because how did someone know that this man stepped to the side to take a phone call? I'll be right back, y'all. He was in the kitchen. I didn't know he was in the kitchen. Whoa. Watch out, Luna. All right, y'all, I'm back. My bad. Sorry about that. But back to what I was saying. Was he already on the phone, or did this witness, fake witness, paid witness, however you want to put it, did she witness him on the phone already, or did he step to the side to take a phone call like everyone's saying? Again, he was... But this is one thing I don't think people paid attention to. Everybody so-called paying attention to the footage. But do people really know that when he went to the marathon, his whole purpose of going to the marathon was to get gas and to also get backwoods? But I don't think nobody paid attention to the fact that after he left the marathon, that he had to make a quick stop to the Shell. Now the question is, who was following him after he left that Shell gas station? Somebody had to be following him, because that black Bentley keep popping up. That black Bentley seems to be everywhere. Now, in the midst of him going to this Shell gas station, were all these cars, you had the yellow SUV, you had the black SUV, and now we're hearing of a black Bentley. Were these cars trailing him, or as they say in social media world, was they trolling him? I mean, we got to make it make sense. But we know after he left the Shell gas station, getting his backwoods or whatever, he proceeded to Makita's to pick up his cookies. So I'm gonna give or take, I'm gonna say, setting up the timeline, that'll be around 10:05, somewhere along that nature. Maybe give or take. And then assuming that he's still on the phone, he's on the phone, he's talking. And from what we're hearing, the phone was left in the car on the seat. So we know he was still on the phone. But he was approached by someone outside the cookie store. Who could that person be? Words was exchanged during this altercation of him going into the cookie store. Who is the person that allegedly walked up to him with these words? And he, kind of said what he said and walked on into the cookie store. Now, did this person walk in the cookie store behind him? Or did he walk? How did this scenario go? Did this person even go in the cookie store behind him? Because once he made it in those doors became locked. After the doors became locked, gunfire took place. Or what shall I say? Gunfire took place in the midst, period. There's you got gunshots ringing out, and you got all these people inside this store. Why was he the only person touched? Or let's just break it down to what they call the so-called robbery. So my thing is, if they came in the store to rob the store, why did this man end up dead? Or was the robbery just the word that they used? We got to look at the big picture here. Again, who was the person that called himself confronting or approached him as he entered the cookie store? Was he rushed by many of people once on the inside? They keep saying this footage, but nobody's really showing us the real footage. We're seeing pictures of gunmen holding guns and in different positions. Why can't someone give us the actual video footage for us to determine for ourselves? Gabrielle, where they're saying that his brother was arrested for shooting up the cop car. You had a couple of other people that were arrested for and charged, but now things have taken a turn. Things have taken a complete turn. But again, who was this person that confronted him outside? And like I say again, once he was locked in, once he got inside that cookie store, the doors were automatically locked. So now I want you guys to take a look at the shattered glass. If everyone has watched the videos, if you pay attention to that shattered glass, notice how far that hole is from the door. Just notice it's like a couple of feet, maybe, give or take. But how did he get to the point where his arm is hanging out of the window? Was he moved from that spot? Because that's what it looks like to me. You got blood splatter on the wall. You also have blood splatter on the bottom frame of the building. His arm is hanging out of the window. How is his arm hanging out of the window? Why would his arm be hanging out of the window? If he fell and hit the ground, why would his arm be hanging out the window? That just further lets you know that someone moved him. That's self-explanatory, especially the way the arm is hanging out the window. Because you would think if he's standing straight up and give or take, this man looked like he's about every bit of 6'2", 6'3". If he walked in and they shot him from the front, the trajectory of his fall would not be his arm hanging out of the window. It should be the upper torso of his body hanging out of the window. Especially if he was shot from the front and fell backwards. Hey, Taya. Hey, Rashawn. How are you? Thank you, guys. This is my Twitter. But, you know, I made me sit up and think about a lot of little things. Basically, what is the motive? Well, we all heard it say, we've all heard people say that it was a political game. Well, I'm starting to think that's true. And again, who is the person that's to stand, who's to gain the political gain? Again, I'm going to throw this name out there one more time, since everybody thinks she's so innocent. Mia J, or should I say Jamia Jardine. At the end of the day, because this is something I need somebody to make sense for me. If this woman is not on city council, if she's not a part of the House of Senate or whatever, how is it that she was able to have a law passed in the state of Memphis? Period. How was she able to get that law to pass? Who really stands to gain behind this man's legacy? And does Mia play a major role? Which we all finding out that she does. Because I sat down and I thought about something that she said. Now she said he was her high school sweetheart. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or something to that nature. So this is the question I have. If that's the case, he was your high school sweetheart. It's the one question I have. First off, how were y'all high school sweethearts when you went to school in Detroit and he went to school in Memphis? First fact. Second fact, if you were high school sweethearts and me doing my math, correct me if I'm wrong, Dolph was 36. He was 3 years older than her, which would make her 33. So when you go back and you look at those 3 years, if Dolph was in high school as a freshman, that would make her be in 6th grade. Now, by the time she makes it to high school, correct me if I'm wrong, he should be out of high school already. He should be a grown man. Graduate high school 17, 18 years old. I mean, this man at that time should have been 20, 21. So how were you all high school sweethearts? Again, if his birthday is in July, which means he wasn't held back a year, which means he at 13 was a freshman in high school. She at the time would have been what? 10, maybe 9, somewhere along the nature. Somewhere along that nature. So I'm trying to figure out how you all were high school sweethearts. And again, how if y'all went to different high schools in 2 different states. Another thing I need somebody to explain to me. I need to find out how Kia Moore and Mia are connected. One connection we know is that they both come from Detroit, Michigan. I'm trying to figure out how Kia Moore at the age of 26 is sitting on somebody's council. how she's making big moves at the age of 26. How she's involved in all this politics at that age. Are Jamia and Daddy-O related? From what I hear, that is true. My thing is, this is the question I have. And I don't know if anybody can answer this question for me. Why was Dolph killed at the cookie shop? Why specifically the cookie shop? Because it's like, I feel like, again, the portion of the video with him in the white truck was the setup video. And then you have the Didi person that comes along. Both of these women dropped this man's location when they put out the video. They were given his locations then. That, you know what, Gabrielle Ware? No. All they did was robbed Dolph. They robbed him for the $100K that he had on him, which he had $100K and a Draco in the bag, allegedly. Now, allegedly, the brother's supposed to have a Draco too. But his was seized by the police for allegedly shooting up a cop car and grazing a cop. I'm still trying to figure out how he got out the next day behind that. Was this murder more than a political game? See, when the person that got robbed was Dolph. Because again, when you look at this cookie shop to the left-hand side, that glass was shattered. Right there, you can tell that is where he was shot at. So how did he get down towards the second window pane, where his arm is hanging out the window? He was moved. But not only was he moved in the midst of, trying to fight, you got Maurice allegedly saying, "Stay with me, dog. Stay with me." But this is the part I don't understand. How could he be saying all that when he allegedly, supposedly pulled up after everything took place? But let's go back to Miss Raven, who seems to be running the narrative of the cookie shop murder. So if you guys remember back in her interview, if you go back to her interview in the parking lot, she stated there was only one person at the front counter, which was my dad. He's the only person that runs the cash register. So if that's the case, how did he show up afterwards with the landline phone in his hand? That means this man pulled up to the establishment within an hour or so before Dolph arrived to the cookie shop. Because see, I could say something, but I don't know if it would be appropriate for me to say. So I'm going to leave that where it's at. And the question is, what role did Raven play besides telling everything? Because for her not to have been in that cookie shop, she sure know a lot that went on inside that cookie shop. For her not to have been there. We all know Raven is running the narrative. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that part out. Who all was in that store during this man's murder? Give me 1 second, guys. They know I'm doing my work. Why would I send him in here crying? Come on. Up. Really long. Okay, she's trying to kill me. She just trying to trip me down the hallway. One is washing the hair, and the other one is just standing in the kitchen. But anyway, I'm back, guys. Back to what I was saying. We already know that Raven has been running a narrative on this story since it came out. So I'm just going, this is just my narrative, and this is what makes sense to me. So when you really look at it, I noticed I came across a video on YouTube. Now, I don't know how true it is, and I'm just going to say alleged, but allegedly, in this video, it stated that Maurice Hill owed Dolph 1K. Again, don't quote me on that because I'm just hearing it. But it's not a coincidence that that came out, stating that he owed Dolph allegedly 100K. Then it really makes sense if you go back to the video on the 17th where Raven goes live, again showing Dolph's location, but she also asks Dolph for 100K as well. And then, not to mention, during this whole investigation, we're not going to mention the blue backpack that had 100K and a Draco inside. Where did that bag go? Where did that bag go? Allegedly, the brother is seen running from the back of the cookie store. I said allegedly because I haven't quite seen that footage yet. But I just want to know, the main question I really have is, why is Kia Moore her name on certain things when it comes to this man? You know, basically like the GoFundMe and his Wikipedia account. Why is this being ran by her? Who is she? I mean, you know, that part just don't make sense. I mean, you know, another thing I'm trying to understand, you know, if Mia was, you know, since she, hey, Laquita, so, you know, if Mia claimed, you know, she's with the King of Memphis, you know, he doing big things. I'm trying to figure out why Mia needed a PPP loan for $17,003 and some change. And again, I'm going to go back to how did she meet Dolph in high school if she was still in the 6th grade? How was they high school sweethearts? That's the part I need her to make sense. Another thing that's not sitting right with me. Let's talk about this picture that came at that's been surfaced from a couple of days ago. where the lady says that, oh, he let them approach him and she took pictures on him with him for her birthday. This is something I discovered. I'm just gonna say this. How was she able to take a picture with that man if he wasn't in town on that day? Hey, Glennis, how you doing? How was she able to take this picture and come up with this narrative on that day if he wasn't in town? That's the part I'm going to need somebody to make sense for me. So where did this narrative come from? And who created it? And for the record, Dolph was not shot the night before. How could he have been shot the night before if he was not in Memphis? He was not even in town. That's the part I'm going to need everybody to make sense for me. So how did this lady take this picture? Not only that, let me just clear up this rumor. And I'm going to say this a little louder in the mic. I'm going to go in the booth on this one. The man was not missing. He was not kidnapped. I'm going to just say it in the words of how it was said to me. The man couldn't go be with his wife because he wanted to. He had to be kidnapped because he was gone for 2 days. I'm not going to. But if I really put it in those terms, the terms that was actually said was, can't a bitch go fuck her wife? I mean, her husband, like, damn. Like, these people want to know her every goddamn move. Do y'all want to know what color drawers she had on too? You want to know what color the bra strap was? Or do you want to know what the rim of his drawers looked like? Like, damn. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that just don't fucking make sense. It really don't make sense. Again, what role did Raven play? We see, to me, look like she was the setup queen. Again, how does Raven know so much if she wasn't there? Because, see, let me go back to the, when the daddy allegedly, and I'm not going to even sit here and say allegedly because it ain't allegedly. Motherfucker, come after me, come after me. So, you got this blow pop twin head ass nigga to claim that he pulled up after the incident. But yet, you got the balloon body bitch that said, it's only one person that runs the front register, and that's my dad. He was at the front register, but then turn around and then this stutter stuff ass nigga. I didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what was going on, but you managed to make it there in time to run into the cookie store. Hold on, man, y'all. This is a crime scene now. They let him and only Maurice into the cookie store so he can get down on the floor. Stay with me, Dolph, while we hearing his change chingle in the background. So I guess he was telling the jury to stay with him too. I guess the dolphin got tired of being on his neck and it just went on and flipped the flipper, huh? I mean, like, come on, we gonna be real and show what real recognizes real. I mean, I'm just saying, where this man then got shot 22 times and a liquor jury on his neck. Where's his bracelets? Where's his watch? Oh, let's talk about was it the EMT or the firefighter? They claim allegedly took the watch off his arm. We know Maurice took the jury off his arm, allegedly. So they say, allegedly. Alleged to y'all, facts to me. So, again, who was all in that store? You know, the brother was robbed. The man was robbed, period. I mean, the jury he had on alone. Again, Maurice, I'm trying to figure out what was your motive. Was the motive because you owed him? Sure, Gabrielle Young. I mean, that's what I want to know. Was that your motive? The fact that you owed him, he didn't owe you? I mean, come on, let's make it make sense. We really got to make this make sense, y'all. Another question I have. Now, we all know, again, alleged to y'all, facts to me, that Mia gave up either 34,000, 36,000, however the case may go. Actually, no, Gabrielle, I'm actually putting that together myself. See, Raven talk too much. I do know about the part that she heard it. As far as what she heard, no, she has not confirmed that. Another question I have. We all know that somebody was in that car with him. We all know it was his brother in the car with him. Did his brother know what was in store for him when he pulled up? When Dolph went in that store, did they give the brother time to run around to the back and be let in the back door? Because word on the street is he moved the body too. No, Gabrielle, she's not really talking about it. She's not really talking, period, to be honest. Another question I do have. Now, if this hit was set up and put out to happen on this day, we have a witness in the car, correct me if I'm wrong. Why wasn't he shot? Why wasn't the gun pulled on him? He's sitting right there. He looking dead at everything. Come on, the car is facing the cookie store front view. You can be seen from the inside and outside. See, people didn't know that, Mia being a little smart, slick ass, being a little vindictive, dingy wig wearing ass female unstable creature that she is. I'm just gonna say it. Them wigs be looking dingy as hell. I'm just trying to figure out why, was her motive because she was mad. Oh, was she mad? Was she mad because that man said he didn't want to be with her no more? Can't y'all look at the bitch and tell she crazy? The wig that she be wearing lopsided on her head, looking like it's got dust flying from 12,000 dust mites on it. You can't look at her and tell there's something wrong with her. Because again, where is she now? She's so hurt. Oh my God, I feel abandoned. Everyone just left me. Oh my God, you guys don't understand what I go through. I can barely get up in the morning. This big dingy dust mop head ass motherfucker. Is she for real serious right now? Is she for real serious right now? Dingy dust mop head ass heifer. But you so hurt. But I ain't seen you shed a tear yet. Not one. This is another thing I've noticed. Y'all notice she do all these live videos. Has anybody seen the kids? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. But you ain't seen no video footage of the kids. But she on camera every day, TT. And, she cheesing and ha-ha and he, and I don't see a sad bone in her body. I just want to know, how do you sleep at night? I want to know, what are you going to do when the rumors really start flying. You know, your son is 8. He can comprehend things. How do you think he's going to feel to hear somebody say that out of their mouth to him? Did you stop to think about your children, period? Or was it the greed of it? Because I'm still trying to figure out how, if you're not on the House or Senate, or if you're not in any type of government official, how the hell you got a law passed? Because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of things that's not sitting right with me with you with this case, and it's a lot of things that ain't sitting right with me with your brother case either. Because, again, you know too much not to know nothing. Not to be around, not to know these folks. You know too damn much. Nothing I don't understand. Why didn't the cameras allegedly, notice I said allegedly to y'all, facts to me. Now, we seen those cameras outside. And we notice in certain areas, these cameras can catch all type of angles. So this is something I wanted you guys to pay attention to. Remember the first guy that was standing out there with the gun aimed at the window, you know, looking like he really shooting some shit, but you don't really see him shooting shit. Notice the pants he had on. He had on gray jogging pants. I got one quick question. When do men, first off, wear jogging pants that are tight? And I'm talking about, you know, regular jogging pants. I ain't talking about the, you know, the nut huggers. I'm talking about regular jogging pants. So I came across a picture that was sent to me that showed how close Dolph's car was to the window, but also that white car pulled up. Now, I noticed the shoes on this person's feet. Can't see a face. All you see is the shoes. And I noticed this person had on black and white Nikes. So I went back and I looked at the videos. I looked at the so-called videos and the still photos that they put up. And I noticed one of them has on black gym shoes, black and white Nikes. But here's the catch. The person had on blue jeans that was standing in front of that car, in front of the car door while it was open. They had on black shoes. So again, I went back and I surveyed that picture again. I'm just trying to figure out, how do you squeeze jogging pants on over blue jeans? Because them left some heavy creases and some heavy indentation marks. Jogging pants don't do that. So they did a good job. This is another thing I have. Another question I have. Because we know for a fact Maurice changed clothes. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If you were so-called down here on this floor with this man, mind you, this man telling them, don't do this to me. Don't do this to my kids. I got a family. They didn't give a hell about that. They opened fire. Again, if he was shot from the front and he fell and hit that floor, his arm shouldn't have been hanging out of the window. It should have been his upper torso. I just want to know, how was Maurice in so many places at one time? That nigga thought he was Flash Gordon, or was he trying to be Superman? We know this man begged for his life. I'm just trying to figure out how Maurice went from being at the cash register to then he was at the back of the cookie store, then he wasn't at the cookie store, then he all of a sudden pulled up. So again, you pulled up right in the nick of time to get down on the floor and say, stay with me, Dolph. Don't leave us. Stay with us. How we know you ain't the one who pulled the trigger? Because I'm still trying to get this part, how to get this part to make sense for me. If the daddy is at the register and we see for a fact, that's another thing. This is another question I have. So if somebody was robbing the cookie store, why would they come through the back door and not come through the front? You know, the front is easy access. You could just walk in, freeze. I'm just saying. They came in through the back and they left through the back. But you notice there's no footage on the back of the store. How did his phone end up in a dumpster and his wallet ended up in the wooded area? What else is back there that they had? Or they don't want nobody to really know about? Let's make it all make sense. I mean, because you notice, if y'all pay attention to Maurice, that man didn't have not a lick of blood on him. But what Raven say? Oh, my daddy had his cell phone. I didn't know cell phones came with the landline marks that goes in a cradle. I'm going to need to go get me one of them cell phones because that was the shit. I'm just saying. Who was driving the black Bentley? And is it true, allegedly, that Moneybag Yo came and saw Raven an hour before Dolph's death? Oh, breaking news. So, allegedly, I don't know how true it is because this story just came out. I'm going to say about an hour ago, maybe 2. So, the Memphis Police Department and all these people got together and sold this man's video for $200K at an auction, and Yo Gotti was in the presence of this auction. That was breaking news today. Again, we know now who stands to gain the political gain. We already know that's Jermia Jardine. That name sound country as hell. Sound dusty just like her dusty wig having ass. This is another question I got. And maybe y'all can make this make sense for me. It is, Gabrielle. I have noticed that it's always something new. It really is. Now, this is the question I have. Do anybody remember the girl back there in the back part of the cookie store during a portion of a video that was giving her statement as well? I know that's Raven's sister, but I can't think of her name right now. And I'm trying to figure out what role did she play. Because it seemed like everybody had their roles to play. But the stories don't add up. I want to know why was Yo Gotti's bulletproof SUV was sitting across the street. Moneybag Yo's black Jeep was sitting across the street. And also a gold SUV was sitting there as well. Now, Tamika Hurd, okay. That's odd. Why do they got 2 different last names? But anyway, another story for another day. Again, these vehicles were planted across the street. Now, do we all, and I just want y'all to put y'all thinking caps on for a minute. Do y'all actually think that these fools were sitting over there in a damn vehicle across the street just watching? Or do y'all think he came in, them four people, which would be Yo Gotti, Moneybag Yo, Black Youngster, and whoever the hell else they had, black ass they had in the car? Do y'all believe them 4 people pulled up with Maurice and came to the cookie store an hour before Dolph got there? Because I do. I truly do. Just like I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm just giving my opinion. I'm stating my facts. I believe Mia was in that cookie store as well. I'm just going to be real. It ain't no other way to put it. This shit don't add up, y'all. It really don't. It don't add up at all. The bullshit lies. The question I got is, who placed that man's arm out that window like that? What blew me is the fact that Raven, when this man pulled up to the cookie store, I'm gonna assume which was on the 15th, maybe the 16th. I might have the days wrong. They said a couple of days before. So I'm gonna assume that video was on the 15th. Again, is that the setup video? Y'all don't notice in that video she kept focusing on him. He had to make her focus the camera on the actual cookie shop. But again, I also believe Raven was in that cookie shop too. Because you're not going to tell me you was at home and you just popped up out of nowhere because you heard something went down at the cookie shop and you made it there in 0.25 seconds. You know too damn much. Too motherfucking much. You basically gave us the whole rundown on everything. But then you try to go back and retract things. Do anybody on here know what's the name of the guy that she's supposed to be so-called dating? Or managing or whatever the hell you want to call him? However the case may go, to some low down, dirty, foul ass shit, y'all. Because it's been known that we know Maurice moved the body. We know he took the jury off of everybody. You right, Deosha. It's a lot of people. And somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. They not going to speak it, though. They not going to speak it. I seen another video that came out, but I don't think I really want to speak because, again, I don't know if that's true or not. But people just popping up with anything now. I saw a picture on YouTube, well, a video on YouTube. Again, I'm just trying to figure out where's people getting the information from, because rumor has it that in this video they're saying that Maurice Hill owed Young Dolph $100K. And then again, Raven turns around and asks the man for $100K in the video, in the live video. Yeah, Gabrielle, you're right. And see, that's the part they don't get, how devastated they have left her. And you know, just having to deal with it. This is hard for her. I mean, come on. How would y'all feel if you were sitting on the phone talking to somebody, the love of your life, and next thing you know, you hearing arguing and fussing and confusion and gunshots, and then she get that call that he gone? How is she supposed to feel? That's the part I want everybody to understand. Or basically, I take that back. Let me retract that statement. She didn't get a phone call. It popped up on her phone as a notification. Do y'all know how devastating that is? You know how devastating it is to hear the baby cry because she wants her daddy and she's young and she don't understand none of this. And she don't understand why her dad was taken from her. But did nobody think about that part? It's so many twists. I'm gonna see if I can find this. Again, there's so many twists and turns and plots to all of this. It makes no sense at all. It really don't. It really don't make no sense. I just want to know again, what is the political game? What is it more than a political game? Because this is my question. You know, they basically naming everybody in these videos whom is involved. What was their game? What was their game? Period. But Deosha, she's actually doing her own investigating. Yeah, she is. You know what, Deosha? I said that too. I said that too. Why aren't these people involved? It's their establishment, allegedly. And I'm starting to feel that way too, that they're very, very protected because I'm not understanding. Then you got Cornelius, whom was charged, who was arrested and charged, now is not being charged. But then it got postponed. And then we have Straight Drop, aka Justin, whatever his last name um, is now only being charged with the felony warrant that he had. I mean, it's so much, y'all. But we got to really we got to dig deep, and we got to go down this rabbit hole, because this rabbit hole goes very deep, very, very deep. It goes very deep. I mean, come on, we got to look at everything and everybody. Another thing I am tired of, I'm tired of people saying Key Glock ain't loyal and this, and that. And we know he was involved. Well, I'm gonna need until motherfuckers can show proof, show receipts. Because you can't go to the store and purchase your stuff and walk out without a receipt. You need that receipt to prove you bought something, right? So I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to see the receipts of y'all so-called proof that y'all can put him in at the scene of the crime. Because I'm trying to figure out how the hell y'all putting him at the scene of the crime when he was in Aspen. At home. The video is up. Go watch it. They asked that man how he's feeling. He says content. It ain't nothing he can do about it. Y'all don't think this family is hurting? People not realizing the detriment that y'all only putting his wife through and his daughter through, but y'all do realize his mom and dad is still living. And for the record, this is another question I needed to put out there. You know, somebody made a video and asked, who asked for the two cookies, the cookies? Was it the mom or was it the baby mama? So I'm going to tell you what conclusion I came up with. I just need to figure out which cookie video y'all talking about. Are y'all talking about the chocolate chip cookies he went and got 2 days before? Because the strawberry and the lemon cookies were for him. If anybody don't know, those were his favorite cookies. Well, actually, Deosha, my strong discernment is telling me he was there too. Might not have been one of the shooters, but he was there. Now, Straight Drop, on the other hand, I mean, he made it known when he got caught with the man's pendant as a keychain on the side of his pants. Yes, they are, Deosha. The whole family's hurting. Yeah, they do. Two boys on the way. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that they stressing her out with all of this. And we need to keep this man family in our prayers. Because right now, they need us. We don't need them. We doing this for them, y'all. We doing this for the King of Memphis. Come on, y'all. Drop some blue hearts down in the chat. Let's show Young Dolph how much love we got over here for him. Because I promise y'all, and I'm just going to say this here. If I could turn back the dial on the clock, and if I could do it again for her and turn back the hand on the clock, I would trade places just so she can smile again. People don't realize what they putting this family through. Y'all don't think the parents out here listening to these YouTube videos that people putting out? Because I recall, not to mention, the parents do be on Clubhouse, and they have also said to leave this lady alone. They didn't say leave this lady. They said leave his wife alone. They're tired of it. They're tired of the 20,000 questions. And to the person that came out with the video that asked, was it Dolph's mama who asked for the cookies? And let me clarify that, because I know exactly who I'm talking to, Miss Downlow. Remember you asked, because we know what his mama did. That ain't got shit to do with this case. We're not bringing up people's past lives. At the end of the day, that man loved his mama regardless as to what she did and what life she lived. When it's all said and done. Hey, Pamela, how you doing? No, Deosha, it wasn't chocolate chips. See, that just goes to show you people trying to misconstrue things. That man's favorite cookies was chocolate. He liked chocolate chip too, but he always came a lot and got strawberry and lemon cookies. That particular day was strawberry and lemon. Oh, Pamela, I can't complain. I can't complain. I mean, this is a question I do have. And maybe somebody can help me with this, because this is something that's not sitting right with me. So there's another YouTuber out there who got a phone call from somebody on the run. What I'm trying to figure out is, how did they know to call this specific YouTuber to go find that license plate, the Texas license plate that was on either, I don't know if that's a Mercedes, BMW, Bentley, whatever kind of car it was. How did the car still end up in Memphis, but the plates ended up in Texas? That I don't get. I don't get that part at all. On that note, give me 1 second. Let me go lay the baby down, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry to keep walking away. But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that, don't make a lot of sense on this case. And I'm noticing now people just starting to throw any and everything in now. But I do have something to say to one particular, I'm not going to say she's a YouTuber. She's a sub to somebody's channel on here. Lady Ray, I had a question for you. You sat here and you said you wish you hadn't took nobody's side and this and that. But I need you and your little minion. What's his name? Double Tap TV. I'm gonna need y'all to get with the program because I sent you a message here a couple of days ago. For that proof you thought you so called well deserved. I ain't heard nothing from you since that little 11-second video that I put up here the other day. I ain't heard nobody say too much of nothing. Now, Deosha, that I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Deosha, I believe they working on that. Believe it or not, his wife is too. What people don't know is she started off by she asked these, government officials or whatever you want to call them, FBI, police officers, whatever, stop sending information to her. Because last time I recall, she wasn't the wife. But now this is a question I do have. Somebody put up a video about a week or so ago, and they asked, did Mia J ask Google to put up that they were married so she can have her last name changed, thinking she would get access to everything? Oh, you right, Pamela. What's that? And see, she couldn't produce no marriage license for that. So I was just trying to figure out how that was going to work for her. I really thought, and to clear up this rumor, this is a rumor I really need to clean up because I am so tired of hearing it. If one more person said that woman sold all them man's cars, I need to see some receipts on that. I really do. Because I want to know, how could she sell something she didn't have access to? She ain't gonna tell y'all that part though, right? But she gonna get on camera and she go, oh my God, you guys don't know what I'm going through. Oh my God, the feeling that I'm having. Honey, what feeling are you having when you got a whole nother nigga you laying next to? You ain't even wait. That's the killing part. That man ain't even been in the ground good, but you miss him so bad though, right? I mean, I'm just tired of the bull. I really am. I'm tired of the fake sob stories. I'm tired of the lies that people keep coming out with, or the shit that people think they know what's going on. I mean, it makes no sense. It don't. And I'm gonna need Mia to go take several seats. Sit all the way down. All the way. Not halfway. Well, Deosha, I will say this. She didn't get to attend, Deosha, but let me explain why. It's not that she didn't because she's the wife. It ain't no such thing as an invite. She couldn't do it. She couldn't take that pain, y'all. I'm going to just say that. Would y'all be able to? Mind you, if you look at the autopsy, it says he got shot 22 times. Basically all over his upper torso. The face, the neck, the back, the front. How was she able? Why? It ain't even know how. Why did you have an open casket? Me personally, I felt like she was disrespecting that man when she did that. It felt like, to me, it's like she opened up the casket and said, ta-da, it's done. That's how I feel. Because why would you have an open casket knowing this man has been shot in his face numerous times? He been shot in his neck, you know, in his chest, his back, the stomach, everywhere. Why would you disrespect him like that? But did anybody notice the picture at the funeral? How they were standing? You know, you had Mia, dusty wig wearing ass. And she had that dusty wig on that day too. Um, the children and the guy, I don't know exactly who he was right offhand. I can't remember his name, but y'all don't notice how they were posed like the King family. Martin Luther King, that is. So I guess Mia was taking over Martin Luther. She had the dream this time. She thought she was Coretta Scott King for real. People blow me. I'm just gonna say that. But I will say this. You know, for those that want to keep talking shit, for those that want to keep asking the stupid questions that's been already been answered already, I'ma just ask this one question. Leave this lady alone, y'all. If she wanted to talk, she'd have talked already. I didn't know that this lady had to sit down and give her personal life story to people she don't know. And again, for the record, since everybody going around saying the man was missing, he got kidnapped and tortured. Well, shit, all I'm gonna say is I guess his wife tortured the shit out of him that night then, huh? Because that's who he was with. So I don't know where everybody getting on this person whose boyfriend was a kidnapper. Where's y'all coming up with this at? Come on, y'all. Drop some blue hearts in the chat. Let's show the king of Memphis. The king and his queen, shall I say. And his little princess. Let's show him some love, y'all. Because don't nobody understand the turmoil and the anguish that they're going through. Do y'all know how angry this lady is? Because I know I would be angry as fuck. And I'm just going to keep it real. It ain't no other way of sugarcoating that, y'all. No other way at all. That's, you know what, Diosha, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I am so glad you mentioned that because I need to find out why Mia had Kia Moore out a week before Dolph died looking for a casket and planning what funeral home they were going to have his funeral at. Exactly, Pamela. Diosha, I would definitely let her know that you were praying for her. You lost a loved one before also. Man, Pamela, I'm gonna just say it like this here. It ain't no love no more. And it definitely is, Gabrielle. I caught a picture, guys. I went on I forgot what I was on Google Maps or Google Drive, one of the two. And if you go in and look at the photos, y'all, you will see this man blood on the bottom of the foundation of the building. You will see his blood that dripped from his arm on that sidewalk. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Diosha. Now, believe it or not, Diosha, his parents didn't even plan his funeral. She did. Yeah, I know. I definitely know, Gabrielle. I definitely know. You know, and it's just sad that people You know, I'm still tripping on Black Youngster because how you, as an artist, as a man, okay, I'm gonna take that back, a little boy, because that's what he acted like at that time. You went and did a whole diss song at a makeshift gravesite. Y'all created this so-called gravesite, and then y'all dissed this man like y'all didn't just take his life. See, I'm still digging down the rabbit hole because I'm pretty sure it's a lot more to it than this. Again, when it comes to Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo and all of them, you got to go back 6 years. Go back to when the beef originally started between them two. That nigga said, "Don't play with me, play with your bitch." The man said, "How you beefing with a dyke, my nigga?" That nigga said, "I don't know a gangster that beef with dykes, my nigga." I'm trying to figure out why was he beefing with a guy with a dyke. I'm just curious. And then I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember which artist was this, because somebody was with a tranny that night or the night before, somewhere along that nature. But one thing I did notice, Black Youngster, his insurance agent, ooh, that man was really talking. He had a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, they definitely was, the ocean. They was definitely jealous of that man. You know, Yo Gotti, Ho Gotti was scared of him. Again, all of them, if you pay attention to them people, now all of a sudden it's 3 shooters now on the outside. It's 3 now. They showing 3 different people now. And if you all pay attention to the body structure of these men, go look at them before you see them all masked up and covered up. Go look at the body structure of these artists, and then come back and look at those pictures and tell me what y'all get. Because we could tell one of them is Justin. His Peabody head is. Again, what did these people stand to gain? We know the political side. Let's get down to the real nitty gritty of what does the rapper stand to gain from this man's death, or shall I say the gangs, whatever gang or establishment they are part of. What do they stand to gain? What is the purpose? What is they beef? Because Yo Gotti, you're not gonna sit here and keep telling me you've been holding on to a grudge for 6 years, nigga. This man that went on and did bigger things, that moved on with life, you know what I'm saying, then built a foundation, a legacy. And you still sitting back here crying. Unfortunately, it's not his fault that he was smarter than y'all, that this man knew how to invest his money. He didn't invest it all in Gucci and Prada and all that extra bullshit. He wasn't out here tricking with bitches. You know what I'm saying? The man was out there actually doing something. He was providing for his community. This is a man that did things for his community. Not just the neighborhood, the community. This is a man that paid people's bills. This is a man that we watched take in a video, take a chain off his neck and give it to a little boy because him and his family had nowhere to stay. Showed that young man how to go sell that chain, got him about what, 500K? The chain was worth 500K. The man took it off his neck like it was nothing. I mean, come on, y'all. Let's just keep it real. I ain't gonna sit here and say nobody was perfect. Ain't nobody in this world perfect, but I'm gonna tell you this here. That man didn't deserve to die the way that he did. And for what? Again. Luna, stop. I just don't get it. I'm gonna go back to the video that he put out. I don't know exactly what day it was. I don't know exactly what day it was, but the video was funny to me. That man said, I've been sitting here on this envelope, on this contract, 6 months. He said, now, I don't know what to do, but let me tell y'all what's going on. Motherfucker offered me 22 million. He said, should I take the 22 million or fuck the 22 million? The man stopped there. It took him every bit of 2 seconds to make up his mind. That nigga said, fuck that 2 million. And walked the fuck off on them niggas. At 20 with 22 million. He walked off. Threw the envelope on the car like shit don't mean nothing to me. So could that been a part of a beef? Is that why you mad? You got it. Because him wouldn't sign your contract because the man knew he was better off by himself and being independent than being somebody's yes man. Y'all mad because that man had a mind of his own. He thought for himself and couldn't nobody steer him or play him like a puppet on a string. Or is it that Yo Gotti, you mad because everybody in Memphis loved Dolph? Could that be it? Hey, Alice, how you doing, hon? You right, Gabrielle. You are so right. Deosha, be my son. My son is the reason why I started listening to him. My son was such a fan. He definitely was a good man. He definitely was. I mean, come on, I seen the video, y'all. Well, I ain't gonna even say a video. I just seen a picture where this man gave away a whole Lamborghini. I might be saying the name of the car wrong. It might be the wrong kind of car, but hell, it was expensive. I'm gonna say that. Gave away a Lambo because this lady was walking, a single mother walking down the street pushing her child in a stroller. And that's not the first time he's done that. So I'm just trying to figure out. The man had a very beautiful soul. And that's what these people didn't like. Because he was for his people. He was for the community. What that man say? Don't play with me. Play with your bitch. At the end of the day, a beautiful soul taken off this earth for no reason. This man won't be around to get to see his children grow up. Yes, he did, Gabrielle, and you're not lying. The man brought groceries. He gave away cars, gave away jewelry, paid bills, mortgages. But did anybody stop to think of what they did to these people that don't have it and can't afford it? Y'all put them people on the street now. Reese, that man was not there. I'm just trying to figure out how was he in Memphis when he was in Aspen, Colorado. If they go back, if you all go on my channel, there's a video where the man is asking him questions about Dolph's death that day. And he tells her the man couldn't even talk. Gabrielle Young, he wasn't there. He wasn't. The man was in Aspen. If you ask the man right now today, how does he feel about this man's death? He'll tell you he's content. He really don't know how to deal with it, y'all. If people been paying attention to his tour and realize every time they put a picture of him, he don't even know they put it up until he turn around. They put up a picture of the concert one night. The man left the stage for a few minutes because he had to get his thoughts together. He had to get his emotions together. It was always him and Dolph together. If y'all pay attention and look on anything, y'all notice it was always them. They took that man best friend, his mentor. He was like a father to him. He was like that big brother, that cousin, that uncle. He was a role model to that man. So I don't understand how people can sit here and make that assumption out of their mouths. Because I'm waiting on the female that said, I saw Key Glock at the scene. Honey, I'm waiting on your video footage. Where's your receipts? Because the last time I checked, only grocery stores give out receipts. I'm still waiting on that video footage because I didn't comb the footage more than once, hunty. And I don't see him. And I know what he looked like because, honey, he too gorgeous to bypass. I'm just saying, yeah, you can't miss him. See, I'm gonna say this here because see, this is why everybody thinking the man had something to do with Dolph's death. They think because they seen the man cars up on the rack being taken out of Memphis. Oh, he had something to do with it. Oh yeah, Gabrielle Young, I know. Trust me, I know. I definitely know. But if people only knew why Key Glock left Memphis, Key Glock left Memphis because right after Dolph died, people don't realize that someone called and threatened that man and told him he was next. But everybody want to make their own assumptions. You know, I was always taught when you assume, you make an ass at yourself. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, I do. Somewhat. Not all the way, but I do somewhat. Only bits and pieces. I mean, again, you go back to the song Preach. This is something I wanted to bring to the airwaves too. So when you go back to the song Preach, when he say, hold on, let me get the words right. Because I always mess it up. Yeah, the same bitch that claims she love you will set you up. Now, let me say something about that. Everybody wants to think that he talking about the second baby mama in this song. But let me just clarify something real quick. Real quick. To the person that thought this, just for the record, that song came out in, I'm going to say, 2012, 2013, 2014, somewhere along the nature. I think it's 2014. Yeah, 2014 to be exact. Yeah, he was. The question is, what people don't know is, at 2014, at that time, he was still with Mia. That's what he was talking about. He didn't get with his wife until 2015. They didn't even know each other when that song came out. Just to clarify that for the record. Yeah, DL, just about 5-6 years ago. At that time, he wasn't with his wife then. But I'm pretty sure Mia probably was still tap dancing on his last nerve. Now, y'all want to go listen to the song Forever. That song is more up to date. That song ain't about Mia. I'm going to just say that. You ain't seen the other song? I can't remember. 100 Shots. When he say, I pay her bills and buy her designer, but I don't love her. I'm just trying to make a lot of shit make sense. You know, people want to keep overlooking that. Pamela, do you have Facebook? If you have Facebook, you can look me up on Nia Coney on Facebook. Man, Deosha, she more than something else. I'm still trying to figure out. She showed didn't ain't showed not a lick of emotion. They ain't dropping out a damn tear. I'm trying to figure out, has the baby hair been combed? Cause the last video I seen, that baby hair looked like it ain't been combed since the day that man passed away. But this bitch had her shit up in the spoofy, with that spoofy ass whatever fucking type of hair design she had. Her shit was looking spiffy, but the baby looked like she stuck her finger in the socket. Come on now. Let's talk about the alleged man she was seeing at that time, who was also from where? Detroit. Kia Moore, also from where? Detroit. I mean, I'm just saying. It's just a lot that's just not making sense. I mean, we got to make it make sense. Deosha, yes, she's definitely pregnant. Oh, I know Deosha. You ain't got to tell me. I know Detroit is grimy. I know that for a fact. Hello. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, Gabrielle Young, allegedly, no, she's not. Well, they ain't even know allegedly. No, she's not. I don't even know where that rumor came from. But y'all do know she's not at Memphis no more, right? But she care about Dolph though. Another thing, I'm trying to get somebody to make sense for me. What did she think going to the NAACP was gonna do? What did she think the NAACP was gonna do? I'm just saying. Deosha, was you talking when you asked if she really pregnant? Was you talking about Mia J? Because no, she's not. No, she's not. Again, it's a lot that don't sit right with that lady. She's basically, this how I'm looking at it, and this is just my opinion. People can take it how they want. Besides the political game, she trying to find a way to come up off this man's name. She found a way to come up off this man's name, come up off this man's name. You know, she doing all this little idiocracy as BS. But what is it doing to help solve this man's murder? Nothing. Again, if she was so concerned Why is she not in Memphis right now? But you know, it's funny. The wife gets up. She's out paving pounding the concrete every day. Or better you, or let me see. Did nobody hear about the part where the wife was being accused of her own husband's murder, right? I don't think nobody put that part out there, right? Everybody talking, but people failed to omit that part too. They sending this lady through hell. Ain't nobody getting that part. How the hell do they sleep at night? Y'all was that jealous? Y'all was mad because he had big kahunas and y'all didn't? Because just looking at the thought of it, Yo Gotti looks scared as hell. Scary as hell. That nigga look like a deer that got caught in motherfucking headlights, literally. By the way, welcome all the new subs or the new viewers. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. What people don't know is, I bet you if y'all can go, he's in, where's Key Glock at right now? Where's his concert at right now? I just looked at it earlier and I can't remember. But however the case may go, the man is performing right now. Literally, no bullshit. The man is on stage with a cup in his hand. Can y'all imagine what's in that cup? Because if y'all imagine what's in that cup right now, that's what's keeping him going. He in Denver. He's in Denver, Colorado right now with a big ass cup of lean in his hand. Because that's the only thing he's using to be able to focus. Deosha, and it's probably a reason why. Oh yeah, Deosha, they are. No, she couldn't. Deosha, this is something I said earlier. I don't know if you was in here when I said it. But again, these streets talk. Her son is 8. Her daughter's 5. They're old enough to comprehend. Yeah, she was arrested. People don't know that. They sending this lady through hell, all because she's trying to find out what happened to her loved one. Is that hard to ask? Because it ain't. Well, this is another thing that's really construing me. Because see, when I first start looking into this case, before I actually started finding out the trajectories of where everything was and how close, I'm thinking Family Dollar was like across the street. I didn't know it was literally 4 steps away from Makita's. At the end of the day. But see, through all of that, but y'all notice that didn't get out though. That part didn't get out. Everything else got out. They ain't put that out there though. I wonder why. I really wonder why. Inquiring minds would love to know. Another thing I would like to know. Oh, excuse me. If they got all this so-called evidence, if they CPD, MPD, whatever fuck you want to call them, LMNOP, QRSTU, motherfucking V, why ain't none of these people arrested and locked up and put in jail, but only straight dropping Cornelius and another one? I can't think of his name right now. No, the Deosha, they wasn't. Again, I'm gonna go over this one more time. The main person y'all really need to be looking at is the setup queen. And who is the setup queen? Raven. Because I'm gonna go back and say this one more time. Her on 2 days before this man's death. Okay. She's doing a live video. I don't know if she was live on Facebook or just recording a video. However the case may go. He's telling her what kind of cookies it is. She's telling him, oh yeah, them made just for you. Fresh out the oven. He like, yeah, fresh out the oven. I wouldn't have it any other way. She was like, yeah, tell him how much you love these cookies. He like, no. Tell him about the stove. Point the phone towards the stove. Point the camera towards the stove. Then he getting in his truck. She tell him, all right, you be careful. What was those words, those last words for? I need that somebody to make that part make sense. So that right there was location drop number 1. Okay. Now we got the 17th. You got this man pulling up to the cookie store. He going to grab his favorite cookies. He waiting for him to bake. So in the midst of him, it takes roughly 15, 20 minutes for a batch of cookies to make. So he runs over there to the marathon real quick. He finna go fill up his tank. He finna grab him some backwoods. He finna roll one, smoke one, choke one. Marathon didn't have no backwoods though. He filled up his gas tank. In the midst of him filling up his gas tank, a lady who was later confirmed by the name of Dee Dee was recording him. Hey, lovely, glad you made it to work safely, hon. You know, again, I just forgot what the heck I was saying, y'all. I just blew my own dang on mind. At the end of the day, he at the marathon station. He filling up his gas tank. There's an unknown lady sitting in the car across from him, and she's just magically, she's, oh my God. You didn't hear, oh my God, there's Dom. I'm going to record him. Oh my God. Hey, Dom, how are you? I'm your biggest fan. No, we didn't get that. This lady just sat there and she just privately recorded him. Didn't speak. You know what I'm saying? Didn't tap a window. None of that. But notice, you play it in slow motion. Somebody in that car moved, which further lets you know that he was not alone. Okay. Now, he leave Marathon. In the midst of Marathon, hold on, let me take that back. In the midst of him filling up his tank, this person also confirmed that he stepped to the side and took a phone call. Now he's on this phone call with whomever he's talking to. He leave Marathon, he go grab his backwood, he head back to where McKeega's. He going to get his cookies. Where did the beef come in at? Where did the problem come in at? Because who was the person that was standing outside that door? Was this man bum rushed? Was he forced in that door, or was he able to walk in gradually by himself? And did the person that was standing outside calling themselves fussing and arguing with him, did they come in behind him, or did they go another way? Because you don't see nobody entering the front of the cookie store. Y'all notice that. But I'm trying to figure out also what was the purpose of the GoFundMe when only a portion, as y'all can see, of the glass was broken. So how was the cookie store messed up? They had to rebuild from scratch. That's how they made it seem like they just went through this big ordeal, this fake robbery. This man gets shot. I'm going to say this again. If he was shot, why is only his arm hanging out the window? His whole upper torso should be hanging out that window. And I'm not going to even say gradually hanging out the window. The way his arm is out that window, honestly, that's where his head should be laying. But that further lets you know, just pay attention. Now we're gonna use my wall back here behind me as an example. This is the left side. Well, my right, y'all left. My left, y'all right. Now this is the left, my left of the cookie store. Okay. Now this window right here, or should I say this? Yeah, this window right here, a certain portion, I'm gonna say from like here to here, which is the bottom portion of the window. Y'all notice it's only a little hole right here, gone. All this out here is shattered. But if you pay attention and look through that shattered glass, you can see the blood stains on the wall as well, the blood splatter on the wall as well. Now, y'all notice ain't nothing else wrong with the cookie store now. It's the rest of the cookie store right here. All them windows and stuff is fine. All that's good. What was the purpose of the GoFundMe? Now, I can see you doing a GoFundMe. Oh, she beyond heartless, honey. That bitch ain't got no soul with a dingy wig wearing ass. I'm just trying to figure out how was she robbed of her life when she knew of this woman. No, Deosha. It was my husband. We was planning a wedding. Honey, make it make sense. Was he your husband or was y'all planning to get married? They took her whole life. Let her tell it. Did your whole life consist of that PPP loan too in 2021? I'm just asking. Got two of them. Hell, look like the whole family got one. I'm just going to say. Again, make this part make sense. This man died that morning. We'll say, you might as well say around 11. I basically broke the timeline down. Around 11, there's a video up on YouTube saying, did young Dolph leave the cookie store at 11? No, he did not leave the cookie store. How could he? How could he? He couldn't leave that cookie store. He wasn't breathing. Not to mention, y'all, I don't know if they told y'all this, but the part where, you know, 8-Man, aka Maurice Hill, was claiming that he was telling Dolph to stay with him. Stay with him. This man was fighting for his life. He wasn't telling that man to stay with him. He was dragging the man from one end to the other. That's how the arm got out the window. Now we can't move it no more. Because I'm just trying to figure out if Maurice wasn't there on the scene of the crime, how was this man able to just walk up and go in the cookie store? Where the fuck do they do that at? Because whatever police department they on, I need to go get a job at real quick. It seems like they can do whatever the fuck they want around there and get away with it. Because how was this man just because he owned a cookie shop? That don't mean nothing. But why is the cop? That's another question I got. So, I've been looking at some pictures, y'all. I caught some pictures of the cookie store in the daytime. And every time she goes out here to the cookie store, I just want to know why is there cops sitting there every other day? Not every day, but every other day. What is the purpose of the yellow tape now? The scene of the crime didn't happen now. Now, why y'all putting up tape now? Y'all didn't put up tape that day. I mean, I just want people to make this make sense. Then at nighttime, y'all, there's lights on. Not only at nighttime, but I also caught lights on in there in the daytime. Why, if the cookie shop is closed down, yes, Deosha, they don't. Deosha, I'm so glad you said that because no, they're not. They don't own that building. They don't even own Makita's. They just own the name. That's it. But that's another story for a whole nother day. Honey, Deosha, if you were sitting on Clubhouse the other day, you would have heard the mama said, I don't like that other one. She don't even call her by name. She said, I don't like that other one. You know it's fucked up when the motherfucker call you the other one. You don't even get your initial announced. She said the other one. That was an unstable creature or something. Exactly, Deosha. And I think they knew that too. They stood to gain nothing. So I'm trying to figure out what was the purpose of 3 GoFundMe's though. That's what I'm not understanding. Not one. Now imagine on the first one, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you guys seen this. Alleged to y'all, but facts to me. Mia was the first one to give to the GoFundMe. Not even an hour after this man passed away. A GoFundMe went up directly a day after this man passed away. You had allegedly 34,000 on this GoFundMe. Now all of a sudden, you can't be found on the GoFundMe now. Yeah, I went searching. And it ain't there no more. It's gone. But guess who's running the GoFundMe, y'all? Her infamous buddy old pal, Kia Moore. Kia Moore name popping up on a lot of shit. The sidewalk, Deosha. This the thing, Deosha. The bullet holes, you only see shatter of one portion of the glass. The bullets went into him. That's another thing I noticed. I never heard them mention anything about any shell casings. Y'all don't find that odd? MPD out there investigating, but ain't nobody found no shell casings. None whatsoever. Only thing they found, hold on, was the Draco that allegedly to y'all, but facts to me, that the cops picked up that who had Marcus Thornton, because he's supposed to allegedly shot up the cop car. Oh, so Onan TV has a petition exposing the GoFundMe and making them refund everybody's money. Kia Moore says she was lied to by them and she tried to help them because she's going through it. Deosha, can you do me a humongous favor? I would truly appreciate you if you can send me that link. Deosha, if you can send me that link. Who's? Oh, you said Onan TV. Okay, I got you. I didn't even pay no attention. Don't pay. My bad. I see it now. I'm definitely gonna go check it out. But yeah, I'ma definitely yeah. Again, this rabbit hole get deeper and deeper, y'all. Well, see, everybody else. But see, I also heard that Kia Moore. How we know what Kia Moore doing right now is not fake? How we know that's not just an act? Just so we can take the spotlight, just so the spotlight can come off her. I'm gonna do some digging. See, everybody else going down a rabbit hole. I didn't create. I'm going down the beaver hole now. See, the rabbit hole only goes so deep. The beaver hole go a little deeper. Okay, I definitely will. And you know what? That's a definitely damn good idea. And I think I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna join him in doing the same. I just need to find out which site did he go on, Deosha Singleton, if you don't mind me asking, because I can get one going as well. I definitely can, and I can get the links out everywhere. Oh, for real? Oh, wow. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Why should we feel sorry for them? They didn't feel sorry for him. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna get a petition going. I'm definitely gonna do that. And if yeah, that's the question I have. Why is all of a sudden Kia Moore wanting to do this? I'm gonna find out once I go watch the video. And trust me, I'll be coming back to y'all with a part 3. I'll definitely be coming back with a part 3. But in the meantime, guys, y'all, this is just mind-boggling. Mm-hmm. Do you want to come out of my ear? Okay. All right, Deosha. I'm definitely gonna go check it out. And I'm gonna go get one going too. Definitely. I'm just trying to figure out what's the change of heart. Kia Moore. Kia Moore, if you watching YouTube right now, I would love to sit down and pick your brain. I would love to interview. I want to know what's the change. And I would love to know, what is it that they actually lied to you about? So if you out there and you listening, hit up Lady Goddess. Cause like this don't make no sense, y'all. Like I'm like really sitting here now trying to figure out what's the change of heart. Why the change of heart? And why all of a sudden now? Because that's crazy all of a sudden after Clear Blue. All my subs, once I get this petition up and running, I'm going to post it on my community wall. I'm going to put up a video on the channel. I should have it up no later. What's today? Tuesday. I should have it up no later than Thursday. Drop some blue hearts in the chat for the King of Memphis, y'all. Long live King Dolph. Long live King Flipper. As many signatures as we can, y'all. As many signatures as we can. We're going to get as many as we possibly can. We're definitely going to do that. And what are we petitioning? That store never open up ever again. Oh, y'all didn't know they was being sued too, did y'all? Makitas is being sued. Did y'all notice how MPD was just standing around and shit during their so-called investigation? Ain't nobody pay attention to that. They just act like. But then I found out today from a video that I watched that little homie, the officer, I got to see what he looked like up close and in person. The bald head one, the one who got the ski mask on, that's running off with off blue backpack on his back. Oh, so the downtown location is open and going. I want to know, why is it open? Why is they even allowed to make money? Because basically they're only making money off this man's name. They done named a cookie after him. Come on now, that's bullshit. That's just bullshit. I just don't understand why. I'm gonna call the FDC on their ass, and the CDC too, and the UPS and the PSU too. I'm talking shit, y'all. But I don't get is this man don't get to breathe. Why should they get to open their doors? I'm trying to keep from saying what I want to say. Exactly, Deosha. They really go. You know what, Deosha? You are so right. And I didn't even think about that. Go show you my mind elsewhere today. You are so right. They can. They definitely can be sued for naming a cookie after him without the permission. Believe it or not, that's what's happening right now. They got pictures and stuff hanging all up in their store. You know, they making money off this man's name. Are we for real serious, bro? Then not to mention the video I seen on YouTube earlier, where they're actually saying that they sold the footage, the video footage. I don't know what video footage they're speaking of. The only video footage I can think of is the video footage from the cookie shop. Y'all sold it for $200K. So let's go back to that. Now that we're throwing in the number $200K. Remember when somebody threw up a video that said, if y'all can show us the proof of the tape, we got $100K for the Chicago Police Department, and we got $100K. What was that, for Makita's? Or was it somebody else? I can't remember which places it was, but it was something to that nature. Oh, Deosha, it's already in the makings. It's already in effect. Yes, they did, lovely. They did. Oh, wait a minute. So the video footage also went to the phones. So they got this footage on their phone as well. Hi, Leo. I'm Deosha. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's another question I have. Who has his phone? His phone was found in a dumpster or a garbage can, shall I say. And they said his ID was found in the wooded area. Why do I got a feeling that's just not sitting right with me. I'm getting a chill as I say that. Because I'm still, the license plate thing is bothering me too. So I'm looking into all of that too. Oh, I'm digging. I'm really digging. So at the end of the day, you know, when it do come out, just know karma's a bitch. Oh wow! So that means all of them, everybody in that area got that footage, and they tried to act like the cameras didn't work. Oh no! Yep. Duh. But again, I'm going down the beaver hole even deeper, y'all. I ain't done. I'm not done at all. That's I'm just trying to figure. You know what that is? That's like what that's a question that's been running through my head all day too, y'all. If you with the king of Memphis, and this man he got businesses, he got property, he got all this in the above. I just got one question. Why did she need to take out 2 PPP loans? I'm gonna need somebody to make that part make sense for me. Exactly, lovely, goodbye. But what was the purpose of the 2 PPP loans, y'all? If you got a business, I'm pretty sure if you was with this man, you know what I'm saying, you doing your wifely duties, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have had no problem in funding your business. So what was the purpose of your 2 PPP? What was the purpose of them 2 PPP loans? So 17 and 17 is what, y'all? Bing bong. 34. What was given on the GoFundMe? 34,000. Do it all make sense now? So she basically used the PPP loans to fund the GoFundMe for Maurice Hill. Deosha, I thought it was 36 too. Because that's what I've been hearing. But lately they've been saying 34. So it's either way it go. However the case may go, the bitch gave over $30,000. Dingy wig wearing ass motherfucker, you. Killing part is you gave it the very next day and said, "Don't be mad, y'all. He's human." This is where he took his last breath at. Now y'all tell me that don't sound fishy to y'all, because I don't get it. Why would you be in there apologizing to them and it's their establishment? Say it was a robbery. Just say hypothetically it was a robbery when we know damn well it wasn't a robbery. But hypothetically, we gonna say it was a robbery. So you gonna go get the robbers $34,000 and tell them, don't be mad at him. He was human. This way he took his last breath in front of y'all feet. I'm sorry he got his blood on your Nikes. Are we for real serious right now? But now that you go back, I just don't get that part. I don't get that part at all. I wish I could find. I hate that I didn't screenshot it when I had the chance to. But I know I saw it, and now it's gone. But it is what it is. What's done in the dark will come to the lights. But again, I'll be back with part 3. I'm digging deeper into the beaver hole. Anybody got any questions? But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Much love and respect as always. They don't have a clubhouse, they just be on Clubhouse. Deosha, they are on certain things. Only things I guess that they have knowledge of, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm just going by word of mouth. But I do know they are on Clubhouse. I don't think they be on there every day, but they do be on there. But I did hear. Oh wow, Chopper from. Oh wow, for real? The family is talking, guys. They are. But like I said, to the best of my knowledge, I know that they're speaking on things that they know of, or what however the case may go. But I will say this: the family did say yesterday, Adolph Thornton Sr. said to leave this woman alone. If y'all got love for his son, like y'all say y'all do, y'all wouldn't disrespect his wife. His father's words, not mine. So again, if they have confirmed it, what more proof do anybody need? Diosha, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they do. They do. Them kids don't, they confused. They lost. They don't understand really what's going on. It's sad. Because it's like when you sit back and now that you mentioning the kids, Diosha, it's just like why to hear that, somebody said that they said his last words was, "Don't do this to my kids. I got a family." Like y'all had no remorse at all. Y'all just didn't care. And that's scary. That's sad. Yes, they are the ocean. They call dead smack in the middle because of who they mama is. See, this is something people don't realize. Karma's a bitch. But see, that karma might not come around to them. But they don't fail to realize, though, is you might not pay for your own sins, but your kids or your kids' kids can end up paying for your sins years later down the line. The ocean, it's a shame it was that deep. Because that man had brain and he used it. Come on, bro. It's just, sure, Gabrielle. Sending love and support to Rachel and the family. Oh, thank you, Taya TV. Sure, Gabrielle Young, go ahead. Uh-huh. But yeah, y'all, this is just and the ocean. That's the part they don't get. Oh wow, that just made my heart fall, and that's sad. That's sad. Wow. Right? Wow. But that's the part they don't get. Look what y'all doing to his children. Look at all the people that's hurting behind this. Ain't nobody thinking about that part. Again, you always seeing bald head scallywag going live on Instagram. You don't never see we don't know how the kids feel, what their emotions is like. Cause I know they going through it too. Cause I know if this baby going through it and she young, I know these two going through it as well. Like why? Who? Yes, they will, Deosha. They will. They definitely will. And that's sad. Over jealousy. Because you weren't smart enough to think like he was thinking. Or you failed to invest your money in what you needed to invest it in. You was too busy kicking it with the homies and buying shoes. Y'all out here buying jewelry and shit like it's gonna last forever. You can't die with it. Y'all done fuck these babies over for life. But yet you motherfuckers lay down and close your eyes and sleep comfortably every night. Honey, she beyond hurt. People don't realize she can barely get this man's name out of her mouth without crying. People don't get the part when she said she heard. She heard it. Do y'all know what it feel like not to sleep at all? Exactly, Deosha. It ain't that much animosity in the world. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Not like that. Like, why, bro? Gabrielle, and that's just it's sad. I told her that too, Deosha. She trying. She trying, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. She trying though. It's real hard. But again, I will be coming back with part 3. We're going to dig deeper down this beaver hole. I'm going to have to go check out this video. Really, Gabrielle? Yeah, I can just imagine. Oh, wow. Oh, Dio should trust me at all costs. Mm-hmm. Oh, Gabrielle Young, trust me. She do. Trust me, she do. Fuck everything, fuck everybody. Fuck this shit. She gonna definitely make sure. And I tip my hat to her. I lie to y'all not. Cause she's stronger than me. I'll be in somebody's mental asylum right now. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't even know how she doing it. But the world said she was fake. I bet it is. Right? But the world said she was fake though. She was lying. She was really lying. But like I said before, I wanted everybody to keep that same motherfucking energy when it came out. Deosha, I know she is. I wouldn't. She a strong young woman. I will say that. I will definitely say that. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. And I do mean nobody. I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I'm getting a little sentimental over here. He definitely is. He definitely is. And we gonna keep her in our prayers, y'all. We definitely gonna keep her and her family in our prayers. Because she need all the prayers she can get, y'all. With that being said, again, thank you all for stopping through. Thank you to the new viewers, the new subscribers. Much appreciated, much love. Stop in, see me again sometime. It's officially Wednesday morning, so I will be doing my next live. I will see you guys on Thursday. Same time, same channel. Be good, stay kind to yourself, and most of all, love one another. Tomorrow's never promised, y'all. Oh, Diosha, I'm finna go do that right now. You all have a good night. Peace.